Did you know the average person has up to 60,000 thoughts per day, and a whopping 80% of those are negative? Yep, negative. Your brain is basically running a 24/7 doomsday podcast. According to the National Science Foundation, our inner narrator isn't exactly our motivational speaker. It's more like the grouchy neighbor next door who always complains about your yard. But these negative thoughts aren't just annoying, they're like uninvited guests ruining the party for your mood, self-esteem, and even your health. Here are some of the ways your brain's inner pessimist can wreak havoc. Number 1, mood swings galore. Negative thoughts can turn a sunny day into an emotional hurricane, impacting your actions and spreading those vibes to people around you. Not the good vibes, the bad vibes. Number 2, confidence killer. Thoughts like I'm not good enough can sabotage your self-esteem faster than a toddler destroys a clean living room. And my 5 years old is older than toddler years, but she could still destroy a living room pretty quick. Number 3, stressapalooza. Your brain releases stress hormones, and instead of burning off energy, it traps the stress like an Instagram filter you can't turn off. Number 4, chronic negativity equals bad news. Long-term negative thinking can lead to depression and a sense of hopelessness, like watching a never-ending sad movie without popcorn. Well, yeah. Number 5, immune system sabotage. Your immune system gets lazy, making you more vulnerable to every cold, flu, or inconvenient virus within a 10-mile radius. Well, kind of. Even reduces lifespan over time. Number 6, digestive drama. Hello, nausea. In fact, your nervous system is wired to make you physically throw up if it needs to process whatever it is that you're experiencing. So you can have symptoms of nausea, even just dry heaving, upset stomach, and irritable bowel syndrome, because your brain decided your stomach needed to join the pity party. Everything has a software program like we talked about. Number 7, heartbreaker. Literally, negative thinking can elevate blood pressure and increase your risk of cardiovascular disease. Thanks, brain. Number 8, sleep thief. Those late night thoughts about how you embarrassed yourself in 5th grade, yep, they're robbing you of Z's. Or even just the comment that your coworker made that you can't get out of your head. Number 9, hormonal havoc. Cortisol rises while happy hormones like serotonin and dopamine take a vacation. Brain drain. Negative thoughts sap the chemicals that keep you happy, leaving your brain looking like an empty fridge. Negative thinking also stops creative problem solving, and that keeps you stuck. Number 11, muscle tension madness. Say hello to headaches, neck pain, and those mysterious knots in your shoulders that just won't go away. Now I know what you're thinking, well, should be thinking, how on earth do I fix this? Trust me, I've been there. Statistically speaking, I should be in rough shape right now. I scored a 10 out of 10 on the ACEs, which is an adverse childhood experiences test, which basically indicated that I went through trauma Olympics. For comparison, my husband scored a solid 0, a big fat 0. While he was living his best life, I was growing up with a front row seat to my mom's emotional roller coaster and the people that she invited into my life, thanks to unmedicated bipolar disorder. She lived in a constant loop of negativity, and boy, did I hear about it. But I'm so grateful for all those times that I did with my mom. They were hard, overwhelming, really taught me an aversion to negativity, but I'm so grateful I did. I did have those experiences because it shaped how I now have a craving and desire to learn and change those. So how negativity can shape your world and how understanding it can change everything. It really does change your world. Turns out we are all wired with a negativity bias. Your brain and nervous system are like overprotective parents, constantly scanning for danger rather than happiness. It's a survival tool powered by your trusty amygdala, the part of your brain that screams, beware, beware, even if it's just a toaster popping. The good news is you can train your brain to stop being such a drama queen. Enter my favorite little exercise that I designed, the Amygdala Challenge. Don't worry, no actual brain surgery involved, but here's how it works. 3 steps, well, with some sub-steps too. Number 1, catch yourself. When you notice a negative thought like I'm a failure or why did I send that email, pause and write it down. Number 2, say thanks and breathe. Thank your brain and your nervous system for trying to protect you. Say thanks, brain, but I've got this one. And then breathe. We can hold our breath involuntarily when we are caught up in negative thoughts. Focus on breathing deeply for 30 seconds. There might be other thoughts that come into your mind. That's okay, just focus on your breath. This sends a message to your brain and nervous system you truly are safe and it can disarm itself. Number 3, question it. Is this thought true? If yes, ask what action can you take to improve the situation? If no, you can counter it with something positive and take action to prove your brain wrong. For example, if I were to have this thought, I didn't get the promotion, I'm just not good enough. I could pause, write it down, say thank you. Thanks, amygdala, for trying to save me from embarrassment. Because if I wasn't ready for that promotion, I shouldn't have it. And then I could breathe. Reality check. Then I want to do my reality check. Is this true? No. If you're honest with yourself, if I'm honest with myself, I admit my coworker has more experience and consistently solves problems. She earned it. She really deserves it. I'm still learning, and that's okay. Tell yourself, I'm enough and I'm taking steps to grow, so I'll be ready next time. Then pick something specific for you to learn or master something that you already know so that you're really telling your brain and your body and your nervous system that you know how to navigate that environment. The key is to show your brain that you're not just surviving, but you're thriving. By pairing positive counter thoughts with actions, you train your nervous system that it's safe to relax. So the next time your brain starts its doomsday podcast, take a deep breath, thank it for its concern, and remind it who's boss. After all, life's too short to let negativity steal the spotlight. Your brain may be wired for survival, but it's your job to rewire it for happiness. You really do program based on how you choose to think. I did try, after I've learned some of this stuff, to help my mom, and it would temporarily have an impact on her, which was really great. But then she had trouble maintaining it. And that's normal too. When we haven't done something successfully over and over again, it's easy to revert back to those old ruts. And so you want to be consistent. The consistency is really going to be the key to helping you rewire. So as soon as you catch those negative thoughts coming through, you want to do your amygdala challenge as quickly as possible. And you're going to slip and mess up a couple times, and that's okay. You don't want to beat yourself up for that. But you do want to keep trying and doing it over and over and over. So knowledge is half the battle, and the other half of winning that battle is applying that knowledge. Love yourself and increase your happiness by implementing the Amygdala Challenge today and share in the community about your experience to be entered in the drawing. We don't want you to miss out. We'll see you tomorrow. Good job.